Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by this bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm first screen ballin', trying to get my bread long. You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decisions that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing cheese. And them same niggas that be around, they won't see you off your feet. My mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be damn, me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Fade to the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve, ain't got no business on my block, now bitch, you're getting chopped. Now either way, you're trying to fuck with my balls. Don't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by this bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G. All by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all up by my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Them flaky niggas better stand down. Came home, got me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches all from my face, I ain't know who it is. Everybody up from my mix like I'm a hero and shit. Fall back, I'll buy a brick. Right now, I'm on a mission. I'm giving you 2 for 20, got grams going for 50. Putting that in my pockets, the nigga, you bullshitting. What the fuck you ain't listen? I done told you I got to get. Nobody depending on me, so it's all mine. I ain't stressing out by myself, that's how it going down. My mama fighting her little dicks and she gon' be alright. Forever tweaking and begging, I put something up on the pipe. It's a little fraction of my life, still all in for a lick. Lurking for fatty, looking for niggas to tone mix. Start to lurking if I'm hurting, different side come out. That flip shit, Dr. Jacob, Mr. Hyde come out. Gonna be, you know how I played it all. That nigga burn it G.
Welcome back to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog TV and news for the day. Giving it to my brothers the way I always do. Fair and unbiased, man. Some will like it, some ain't. Y'all hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that like button before you get up out of here. And big thanks, big shout out, big salute to everybody down in the chat and watching this video from afar. You know, I got that breaking news. I got that breaking news for my brothers and sisters. You know, I always give it to you. You know, hey, it seems to be the talk going around the dog community. Group indicted on running alleged massive dog fighting ring with over 100 pit bulls. Record show. What group are we talking about? The New Jersey group. What New Jersey group we talking about? Royal Bull Kennel. Royal Bull Kennel has been indicted. The group has been indicted this past April. You know, so we're going to get into that article, man. Like I always say, I give it to my brothers first. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut, man. You know, it just is what it is. We put that news out there, you make decisions on your own. You know, for anybody that been following my page, I gave you this article last year sometime. You know, if it wasn't the year before last, you know, time be flying. I ain't quite sure, it might have been the year before last, but I gave you this article. Raw Bull indicted. Now, what I want y'all to do is listen to this article. Listen to what the man saying they was caught with, or what the man saying they went down. You know, they're gonna speak on Coy passing away. You know, this is not no old article. This just was pressed up yesterday. Or this week rather. Sorry about that. This week rather. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get into this. Raw Bull Group indicted for running alleged massive dogfighting ring. You know where you got it from first. PB K9s. Let's get into it.
A compound owned by Bruce Lowe Jr., known as Hollywood, in Maurice River Township, Cumberland County, was the subject of a large-scale fighting and gambling operation. Investigators began probing in 2021, authorities said. Lowe Jr. and his co-defendants were indicted April 22nd, according to court records. Lowe was charged last April on offenses including dogfighting, racketeering, and money laundering. Those also indicted were Terry A. Lowe of Maurice River, Lowe's mother and alleged business partner Bryce J. Lowe, of Maurice River, son of Lowe, Jr., and alleged dog handler Roosevelt Hart IV, of Milmay, son-in-law of Lowe.
Now let's just speak a little reality real quick from what y'all heard so far and what y'all knew already. You know, if you don't see what the leverage is in this whole case, you know, you gotta understand it. They got his mother charged as well. You know, that's the leverage in the case. With your mother charged, they pretty much can make you do whatever they want you to do. You know, but let's keep on with it.
Jr., and alleged kennel partner in training Travis J. Guerin of Port Elizabeth, alleged dog trainer, handler Mark A. Runkle of Maurice River, alleged dog handler William McClinton of Maurice River, alleged dog breeder. One of the initial people charged, Coy Glenn Dickinson, 58, died in December, leading a judge to dismiss charges against him on Friday, records show. Court papers don't cite a cause of death. Bryce Lowe's attorney, Chris Hoffner, said his client has been offered a plea deal that would dismiss his charges. Hoffner said the deal is contingent upon the pleas of other defendants.
Now let's stop it right there. One person reached a plea deal, but his plea deal only works according to everybody else pleading. You know? So this one person made it where everybody else had to plead guilty. Whoever this one person that they're speaking of, they made it where everybody else had to plead guilty, or his guilty plea don't work.
The lawyer declined to comment further. I'm not going to say anything further on it, but I think that speaks volumes, Hoffner said. Attorneys for the other defendants couldn't immediately be reached for comment on Tuesday. Arraignment hearings for each of the defendants are scheduled for May 19th, the New Jersey Attorney General's office said. New Jersey. Attorney General Matthew Platkin said the dogs used to fight were tortured as they were bred on the compound in rural South Jersey. State police called the raid on the Route 49 compound the largest seizure and takedown of a dogfighting ring in the history of the state of New Jersey. The property was home to two businesses, Royal Bull Kennels, or RBK, and the Critizied Group, a roofing contractor records show, was ran by Bruce Lowe Jr., that conducts legitimate business, but also is used to launder criminal proceeds for the dogfighting operation. Charging documents alleged, pit bulls, charging documents state, were dragged on leashes by vehicles, forced to fight each other for sport, and dumped in a pit on the property when they succumbed to injuries. Investigators scouring the property found large amounts of dogfighting paraphernalia. Suspected blood on a mural in an office and knocked down wooden walls used to construct the box pit used for dogfights were also found. The investigation into the operation began in February 2024, when Lowe Jr. began conversing with an undercover investigator inquiring about obtaining a dog. State authorities determined the business was...
I'm gonna stop it right there. You heard what that man said. His problem didn't come from Facebook. His problem coming from YouTube. His problem came from him discussing his business with an undercover agent. You know, y'all gotta stop blaming everybody else for what go on. I'm just giving the news out here. Your problem came from talking about dog fighting or dealing with dog fighting with an undercover agent.
It's fueled by a complex cluster of dog breeders, trainers, and spectators. Lowe previously served a federal sentence after pleading guilty to drug and weapon fights were also found.
I'm gonna rewind that
The
back
investigation into the operation began in February 2024, when Lowe Jr. began conversing with an undercover investigator inquiring about obtaining a dog. State authorities determined the business was fueled by a complex cluster of dog breeders, trainers, and spectators. Lowe.
Now, they just said it was fueled by a complex cluster of dog fighters. You know, so that lets you know right there, they know it's more than Royal Bull involved with this situation.
Lowe previously served a federal sentence after pleading guilty to drug and weapons charges nearly 2 decades ago, in 2006, court records show. Authorities said at the time that he ran an extensive drug operation out of an underground bunker on the compound. They seized guns and more than 15,000 rounds of ammunition, along with 38 pit bulls, an alligator, and a parakeet, according to media accounts at the time.
Now, what I want to say, since we heard the people say they ran an underground drug operation from under the house, please stop saying that the blacks brought the drugs or the blacks are the drugs or the drugs and the blacks are the problem with the dog game, when it's clearly showing you a white brother right here that was dealing drugs in the dog game. Drugs is the problem in the dog game. It don't matter who's selling them. You can't blame and say, oh, these people selling them or these people selling them. It's just the problem, you know? So we got to stop all that, man. Trying to put blame on this particular group of people saying, oh, they do this or they do that, when the man clearly showing you. And what's the chances they might not even be dealing with any black people with their drugs at all? You know? So like I said, man, I'm just here to get that news. PB K9s, Dog Talking TV. Hope everybody having a great day, great evening. Just depends on where you're watching this video from. You know, we just always try to keep it fair and unbiased, raw and uncut, man. And some gonna like it, some ain't. It just is where it is, you know. These brothers out here gotta know what's going on with these dogs across the world. Not just one country, not just two, across the world, plain out and simple. You know, check the rest of my videos out that I drop throughout the week. We talking about Australian dog fighting butts. Big salute to all my people from the UK, all my people from all of Africa, all my people from Asia that's holding it down, you know. But we got news across the world, man. So y'all tune in to the channel. Y'all watch the videos. I've been working over the past few days. Sorry about the absence, you know, about a week absence. But I'm back giving you that dog talk and that dog news the way you want it, man. The way you want it and the way you're not gonna hear it nowhere else. Plain out and simple. Y'all have a great day. PB K9s.